We live in a world that's full of beauty, charm, and adventure. There's no end to the adventures that one can have if you seek them with eyes open or closed.
It gives me an awesome feeling. Usually when I'm getting down to the river, my first thought is, let's not die today.
Just a day in the life of Kat Hardman, the kayaker who's braved treacherous waters, traveling the world, searching for the next big adventure. By the way, she's only 15.
What's the point of having no fun? You just gotta scare yourself a little bit.
Before any adventures, there was a starting point. It was all because of her dad on a lazy summer day.
My dad and his best friend went rafting one day on the Ikoe, and he came back and was like, okay, we're gonna try kayaking. So he told my mom, and then I found out, and I'd get mad at him for not taking me. I'd be like, I hate you, why won't you take me kayaking? And then he finally took me, and I was so excited, and I got on the river, and I hated it. I started crying, I wanted off the river, and he's like, okay, you can either hike out here or finish the river, and I didn't want to do either. And he's like, if you paddle the rest of the river, we'll buy you a Happy Meal from McDonald's. You'll get some chicken nuggets, and I finished the river for those chicken nuggets.
After the chicken nuggets, Kat was hooked.
In 2013, they had the World Kayak Freestyle Championships at the Nantahala River in North Carolina, and I didn't know what was happening. I just saw like all these super cool boats and these super cool kayakers doing all these flips, and I was like, I want to do that. I was a brave and bold little 10-year-old, and I was like, I'm going in, and I threw my first loop, which is an aerial front flip. And from that on, I was just like, oh, this is awesome, I gotta do it.
From there, it was off to a unique education with the World Kayaking Academy, where a teenager has been able to kayak all over the world.
Last year, I got the chance to travel to Africa. Getting there was an amazing feeling, getting to see all these little kids and seeing a different lifestyle. It was totally mind-blowing and changing.
Testing her limits, also a major part of her kayaking adventures.
When we get to a waterfall, a lot of people think that we're just stupid and just throwing ourselves off these big waterfalls. And really, there's a lot that goes into it because you can break your back, you can die, you can easily get hurt no matter what happens.
Still learning, still testing the limits on some of the most dangerous whitewaters in the world. Kat has attempted one of the most dangerous feats, called a boof.
It's when you pull your nose off the lip of the waterfall and you land semi-flat.
2 years ago, the first test of her competitive kayaking career, trying out for the U.S. junior national team.
There were 5 girls competing for the juniors, and they only take 2. And I ended up coming in 3rd place. I had phenomenal rides. I scored many points. It's just my friends had a better ride than I did. And I was so upset because I've been working for that since 2013, and that was in 2016. So that's 3 years of training, putting money into this, and then not making it.
The adventures of a 15-year-old, hoping to one day be the best in the world. Along for this wild and crazy whitewater ride, her parents.
I mean, letting your kid go to Africa, like by themselves, that's crazy. And they're super nice. They work hard to let me do this. And then it pays off because they get to see me have fun. And then they get to travel the world too. And they're just so kind and so awesome to be able to let me do all this.